Hey guys, how are you doing? AC Milan MTL here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the Milan game versus Parma that was played over the weekend on Saturday. I'm sorry I couldn't upload it during the weekend. I was quite busy, I had a lot of stuff. So I'm uploading it today on Monday. It's better late than never. So here it is. So pretty much I'm going to be talking to you about my opinions on the match and how the match went on. So the match, as you know, the defense was composed of Abate, the return of Zapata after his one-game suspension, Yepes and Deschillo in the back line, which was a pretty strong back line throughout the match, except obviously on that set-piece goal that was scored by Parma, which, by the way, so far 6 out of the 7 conceded goals by Milan was conceded on set pieces, which means from corners, penalty shots, free kicks, etc. I think it's an aspect that personally the team should work on and improve in their training sessions, because that's where it seems like all the goals are coming from, the goals that we're conceding. As for the offensive part, El Shaarawy scored a great goal once again. He scored the past 4 goals for Milan, and the 19-year-old is currently top scorer in Milan with 4 goals this season, which he already matched his tally for last year's, where he scored 4 goals in the whole season. So look at that, in 5 games he's got 4 goals already, and he's only going to improve and score more, which is great. So a 1-1 tie game. Obviously, I'm not too satisfied with the result, because it's a result where we should have grabbed the 3 points. I say that we dominated the game. We should have got those 3 points, because seriously, Parma didn't have a great game. However, they made us suffer a lot of times during the second half, especially in the back, where we conceded them a lot of space and they created their chances. But I say we should have got the 3 points, because us too, we had chances that weren't finished, such as Boateng's header, which it was all free right after El Shaarawy's goal, which could have gave us a 2-0 lead, and that would have ended the game off right there. Unfortunately, these things happen as in every game, and we couldn't capitalize this time. But hopefully the team is improving game by game. As we could see their performances, they're more sure of themselves. They're passing the ball with more ease. However, I want to make a comment on Abate actually today, because during the past few games, actually even during the past season and the games before that, Abate is a player, like someone mentioned in the past video, he's a player that is supposed to support the attack with crosses and everything, but sometimes he doesn't get he gets too ahead of himself, and he doesn't manage to deliver good crossing. Also, another thing is when he gets very close to the net, he decides to pass rather than shoot. In one occasion in last game versus Parma, he had a very good occasion to score. He had a good chance to score, but he decided to pass it right in front of the net, and which resulted the Parma defense taking the ball over again. So he's a player that has the potential to make good runs in the outfield. He has good potential to make runs in the attack and to create good scoring chances. However, he could take shots himself. I don't see what's the problem of shooting, even if you're a defender, if you're that close to the net. I mean, especially when you're that close to the net, a shot, no matter how it is, even on target, the goalie will have difficulty saving the shot, no matter how angled it is. So you should try some shots. I mean, from that close, why not? Even if you miss the net, it's things that happen, but I would rather see a shot rather than a passing getting intercepted. So that's for Abate, my comments on Abate. As for the forwards, well, I already talked about El Shaarawy doing great. Bojan also showed some great improvement and some good decisive skills in the game. He had one good shot in the first half where he fired it just a bit over the crossbar, but he's showing great attacking power now. Obviously, all these players are emerging into the game, game by game they're improving, and it's obvious that for the first few games they didn't do much because the team was still getting familiarized, and now they're improving game by game, so that's a good sign. So yeah, about the goal that we conceded, it was on a set piece. I think we could have done way more to avoid that goal in terms of even the wall making from Abbiati. But it's things that happen, and unfortunately we didn't get the 3 points as I mentioned before. But now our intentions are to look over this week, because we got two really important games. The first one being on Wednesday, which is the second Champions League group stage match, and it will be played versus Zenit St. Petersburg in Russia, which promises to be a very, very tough match for Milan, and even the odds are saying it. So that promises to be a very hard match, and I want to see how El Shaarawy performs in Champions League, if he could even deliver some scoring goals in Europe. And the second game of the week, probably the most anticipated game, which is the Derby della Madonnina, as I mentioned in the past video. Milan versus Inter this Sunday, guys, at 2:45 p.m. if you live in North America, 7:45 if you live in England, 8:45 if you live in Italy, as usual. It promises to be a great game, and these two games, guys, we have to win no matter what. I mean, especially the one versus Inter, teams are getting away. We're at the point where we're in the mid-table, and it's still very early, so we can still improve and get closer to the top 3-4 teams right now. So we really have to start winning games nice and early, and not wait in a few months where teams could be very far off, or we could be down, I don't want to say relegation zone, but pretty down. So very important games this week, because we tied the first Champions League group stage match, and so we need a win now, and we also need a win for the Serie A to climb back up and reach the top teams. So that's it for me, guys. Once again, sorry for the late video. I'll try not to do it anymore, not to be late anymore. I'll try to upload it on the day of the game, but sometimes these things happen. So thanks once again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. The button is up there. And comment and like. Don't forget, guys. This has been AC Milan MTL here, signing off, and Forza Milan.